Hello friends, do you know when we become the expert in any programming language and how? Most of you might say that yes, we have done the practice, a lot of practice, we have written the code and we have read the books and all, right? But let me tell you the most important part which makes you the expert in any programming language for anyone. Those are the smart editors which have made you the expert in any programming language. Imagine like you have learned, you have read from a book, you have done some practice, and you are writing the code on notepad or pen and paper. Will you become ever expert? Will you be ever able to learn all the functions, all the possible errors until unless you are not writing the code in a smart editor? Because by reading the book, by reading from a blog or articles, what you will be able to learn few of the functions, very like high level functions, right? Even from the video tutorials which we used to make and which we used to tell, we just what we will tell, like few functions we will tell. We will never able to tell like all the functions possible in there. Like if someone will be teaching you Java, Python, Selenium or any programming language, they would be able to tell you some of the functions, very known functions. But most of the function, how will you get to know? When you will write in a smart editor like in IntelliJ, Eclipse, when you type the dot function, as soon as you get all the possible functions for that particular variable, right? And any exception, like hardly you will learn few of the exception from a book or by just doing a like reading any article, but all those possible exception, different what kind of errors you will get, that you will get to know from a smart editor. Like you missed a semicolon, you like any exceptions are coming by using different kind of functions, right? Those things you will get to learn from a smart editor. Similarly, for XPath and CSS selectors and selectors, to become an expert in this, you will have to you should write and you will have to write the code, your XPath, your selectors in a smart editor. And SelectorsHub is the very first smart editor which will help you to become an expert in writing XPath and selectors. The saying was there in the past that we should not write an XPath or selectors in any plugin or tools. We should write our own XPath and selectors. Yes, when we say that we should write our own XPath and selector, that means that we are saying to write it on notepad and write it on DevTools and verify there, which is not a right platform. The first thing, that is not that doesn't give you always the right information. Another thing is that it's like writing code in notepad. Like by copying the value from DevTools, you will never learn anything. So use SelectorsHub. This is the very first smart editor which will help you to learn, get to know all the functions of XPath, all the possibilities of CSS selectors, what all error handling, what all exceptions, what all errors are there in your XPath, what is possible, what is not possible, what kind of element is this, what kind of DOM element is that, whether it's the inside shadow DOM, it's a SVG, it's a iframe, nested shadow DOM. Lots of amazing, incredible innovations are there. So please write it on selectors and XPath in a smart editor and become an expert. This way you will learn a lot, you will become an expert easily. Thank you, and let others know about this amazing and incredible innovation. Yes, I agree that in the past there were nothing like this, no smart editor were there, and we will keep writing it in DevTools. But we should not do that going forward, and we should follow and learn the new technology and this new reality of writing selectors and becoming XPath and expert. SelectorsHub in itself is a guide to make you become expert in XPath and selectors. I will add some of the stats, like more than 50% industry, this I'm telling you with the facts, that people were not aware about Shadow DOM, that Shadow DOM doesn't support XPath. This SelectorsHub made it possible to let industry learn about these concepts. SVG has different XPath format. How people get to know this? They learned it from SelectorsHub. So there are a lot of amazing things which people are learning. It is helping industry. So please write your own XPath, become expert in your writing your own XPath and selectors with the smart editor SelectorsHub. Keep sharing. Thank you.